Oh, there's announcements for this. Oh, no counts, no pinfalls. The only way is to win by knockout, TKO, or submission. Fun fact, by the way, I have actually not tried underground matches this year. So if this goes wrong, I apologise. I have tested nothing going ahead of this. I am purely reliant on 2K having this match type work. So. Well, this also becomes our second ever trilogy in MCW history as well, with the first one, of course, being Diego Barbosa versus Michael Shaw, who we'll see face a mystery opponent later on tonight. And this becomes the second of CO and Magnum / Jack Collins. I've only ever played in live action, nothing should go wrong. Okay, let's hope. Don't know who the random people in the crowd are, to be honest, but it'd be so much cooler if they like allowed you to change the crowd. Like, you know, I could just have like MCW characters that, you know, didn't make the show or like weren't on the card, just like on the side. That'd be cool. We also get the third trilogy tonight. Yep, that's true, because Sawyer Race and John Black, that is true. We have two trilogies coming to an end tonight. Also, John, I've not been able to keep up with the roleplay. Is the stakes for the TLC match still the same, or is it just a random TLC? I've not been able to catch up on roleplay because I've been busy the past week. Just say in chat if the stakes that were previously there, the kind of, you know, the for fun stakes, if they're still there, let me know. Just for commentary reasons. It's the same stakes. Okay, cool. I'll make sure to put that on commentary. I'll also make sure to put it on the spreadsheet afterwards. Was more interactive. Yeah, that would be cool. Underground is one of those things where it's got like such a fun concept. So like, I actually hope it does get like updated. See, a big knee to Jack Collins. It's getting so hard to not call him Magnum, but I'm doing it. What did I miss? I was driving. Okay, you missed. Brad Collins retained his title against Max Black in pretty dominant fashion. And then Ronan Wolf dominated the fuck out of Masaki Ryoki in like what was borderline a squash match. And this is now the third match of the night, so you've not lost that much, like in terms of matches. But there's a lot of hatred between these two. A Superman punch from Jack Collins. Targeting the leg now. Obviously there's a lot of bad blood between these two. Yeah, but to be fair, I've not done a Bloodline Rules match either. Let's step up into the Guri to take down CO. But it looks like she's still going. The only thing is that if someone dies, if someone wins by knockout, I think it will end very abruptly, which is the only problem I have. So if that does happen, I apologise if I kind of commentate a bit badly. It's a bit hard to commentate over when it's so, you know, out of nowhere. If someone dies, honestly, with the fact that like CO's like 50 odd, there's a chance that someone dies. There's a chance CO dies in this match, honestly. There's a chance her blood pressure just like gives up. But it has been mostly Brad Collins dominating here. Not really caring for the potential happy retirement of CO. And just still wanting to kind of go into business for himself and, you know, keep himself growing up with that card again. Someone, you know, Brad Collins, who has been on a very impressive run recently. And what I see was trying to kick Brad off as Brad reverses, freeing CO off of the mat. Brad, you know what I mean? It's hard, okay? They're all called Collins, okay? In my defense, it's hard to get used to a name change, like with a character that I'm like used to commentating for. Like, it's already hard not calling him Magnum. Maybe you can just go through people at the inside. No, it'd be way worse if they collided, because it would just make the shit really difficult to control. Jack Collins still holding the control here against CO. CO flinging Jack down to the ground now. Locking in the Kimura. We can't actually see if he's going to tap, so this is going to be very out of nowhere if he does. But it seems like he managed to get out of it. Into a suplex. Into a second suplex. Into a third suplex as CO is now getting back into this match the way that she would have hoped to at the beginning. Oh, I have no idea what happened there. If she dies, are we holding a 10-bell salute? I don't have that much amount of time, so it's just kind of like, you know. And now Jack Collins with the reversal. It's gone from being, you know, Jack Collins most of the match. And CO throwing him off of the mat, back to the outside. She's now stalking him. Don't know what happened there. Goes for another Kimura lock. But Jack Collins gets out of it again. I'm not getting the underground match dislike them. This match is hitting like a honestly, it is. This is, in my opinion, this is the best match we've had so far. Granted, this because the other two matches have been like very dominant and not like very one-sided. This is the best match so far. Doing all the way here, the last match. This, I would actually go on record to say this is CO's best match so far, like by a landslide. See, because of all the big moves as well that she took early on, every time that Jack Collins goes for a big move, I'm so... Jesus Christ. Windows security scared the shit out of me. But I'm so convinced that, you know, every time that it happens, that CO's just going to end up getting knocked out. Because CO's taken a lot of brutality in this match so far. But she's still ramping up the aggression on Jack Collins. Because, to be fair, as much as Jack will want this win, I think you just have to say that this means so much more to CO. This is fighting for her career, legacy, fighting for her family. This is everything to CO Minji. For Jack Collins, sure, he would really want to win this feud, but does he want it as much as CO? Locking in an armbar now. Will Jack Collins tap? Will Jack Collins tap? And Jack Collins has tapped out. CO Minji has won not only the match, but also the feud. And is the reports as they say they will be? Is CO Minji going out on her own terms? And I think you have to say yes. She goes out, her retirement match, and she wins, winning the major feud that she had in MCW in probably her best match by far in the company. And despite being able to show today that she can still do it, I think it's just one of those things that maybe she had to understand that maybe she was a bit more suited to that kind of raw MMA fighting style than, you know, the usual between the ropes of wrestling. As the instant you take those ropes away, get rid of the wrestling stipulations and just have a one-on-one fight, she proves that she can deliver the goods. As she raises her arm for the final time in MCW. Chants from the crowd. And this will mean the world to her, to prove to everyone in MCW that she did always have it. It just didn't click earlier. All she needed was some time away, some time to think. Came back, she made the decision. She made the decision to retire, and she came in knowing that this being her last match, she would give it everything. And she truly has given everything.